for you today. You're going to need to set your timer for 32 seconds of work, 8-second rest, times 60 total rounds. It is 12 exercises. We're going to go through it 5 total times. Some of them are single-sided movements, so on your 5th and final round, you're going to have to split your time, so make sure you're watching your timer so you can make that body even. Okay, so for 32 seconds, you're working really hard, then you get 8 seconds to recover or grab weight, switching into that next exercise, really challenging yourself to get that heart rate up. When you're in these hold poses, you really want to focus on breathing, bringing that heart rate down safely, breathing in the nose, out of the mouth. Okay, so we start with predator jacks. It's essentially an in and out squat or a pop squat with arms. So you're going nice and wide, down in that squat, that chest stays up, arms come out, and you're hopping in and out, just like so. Making sure when you sit down into that squat, you don't let that chest crumple forward. You want to keep those arms up. If you need to modify it, you can step it out instead of jumping out together. Then we have a 6-inch hold from there, so we're going to bring that heart rate down now. Elevating feet and shoulder blades up off the floor. You can hold right here. If you want to challenge yourself, you can grab you a light dumbbell, hold that over your chest, but you want those shoulder blades up and those feet up. If you need to, you can also take your hands underneath your lower back for additional back support, just making sure that you keep those lower abs nice and tight to lift those legs and those shoulder blades are up. Then from there, we have 180 jump squats. So we're going to challenge our squat here. You can add a weight to this too if you want to challenge yourself a little bit, but it's just a regular jump squat. And we're spinning around the back and then spinning back forward. So down in that squat, that chest stays up. We're jumping and rotating around to the opposite side and then bringing it back. If you need to modify that, it'll just be a regular jump squat instead of turning with it. So you're jumping through that squat or squat with a toe raise, but still making it fast paced to get that cardio work. And then we're coming down to the floor here. We got skier abs. So we're going to be in a plank position to start, driving our feet wide outside of one side and then to the other like we're skiing. So we're going to be down in our plank. I'm going to turn kind of sideways a little bit so you can see this. Core is nice and tight, hips are low. You're driving feet wide outside of your hands, tucking those hips down each time. And then to the other side. In and out, in and out. If you need to modify, you can step to one side, then step back to the plank, then step to the other side. If you need a further modification, instead of jumping those in and out, you can go down into a plank and do those hip dips on each side. So flattening out, driving your hip to one side, then to the other. Still working those obliques, but taking the impact out. Then we have a bear pose. We're gonna work that core a little bit more. Shoulders are over wrists, hips are over knees. Okay, so we're on all fours to start. And then we're gonna drive those toes into the floor, lift the knees up slightly off the floor, and hold right here. Squeezing your core, working shoulders, quads, core, full body move right here, just posing and breathing through. If you need to modify that, you can hold just a regular plank instead of being in that bear pose. Then we have regular jump squats. So if you modified those jump squats, those 180 jump squats earlier, you're doing the same move. You're doing regular jump squats. So squatting, jumping up, rolling through those toes, landing softly with bent knees. Each time you come out of the squat, you should land in another squat to protect those knees. You don't want to jar your legs, okay? Again, if you need to modify that, it's a squat with a toe raise, keeping that chest up, rolling through those toes. Then we're going to keep those squats working. We're going to do squat with a twist. So you want to have one single dumbbell in your hands. Nice neutral stance here in that squat. You're going to take it down. Then you're going to drive your knee up and twist. And then the other side. Twisting each time with that little knee drive. Squat with a twist. Challenging that core and our squat. If you need to take the weight away, you can do that same move without the weight. Just driving that knee across the body with that twist. Then we have a boat pose. So we're going to go back into those poses. Another move to take your heart rate down. Okay, we're hollowing out the core. Legs are elevated. And we're just chilling right here. You can straighten those legs out, more advanced into a V-sit, or into that boat pose here, or you can even tap those heels and lean away for a further modification, but trying to hold that position the whole time. Then we're up for some more cardio. We have a runner's lunge, so we're gonna drive one leg behind, slight bend in that knee, so we're not going all the way into a regular lunge. It's just a slight bend in that knee for that runner's lunge. Then we're driving that same leg that's back, forward, and adding a jump. Drive it and jump, drive it and jump. Using those arms to help propel you high, squeezing that core, lifting up. If you need to modify, you'll just take it to a power knee and drive that knee in and take the jump out. So making sure you switch sides each round on that, and that fifth and final round, that's one where you want to make sure you alternate at the end so that you get half and half on each side. Then we have lateral lunge hops, so we're going to continue with those power movements, sticking that hip out with that lateral lunge, and then the leg that is bent is the one that's going to drive up. Okay, driving that knee up, using those arms, adding that jump to challenge yourself. Lunge, jump, lateral lunge, jump, powering through with that arm, squeezing the core again to help lift you up and out of those hips. Modify is just the lateral lunge with that knee drive. Again, making sure that fifth and final round, you do half the time on one side, half the time on the other. So 16 seconds and 16 seconds. Then we have a Superman hold. So we're gonna go down on our stomachs here. Elongating that body, that core is tight, legs are lifted, arms are out in front, chest is lifted, and you're just holding here. Flexing abs, flexing butt cheeks, lifting that chest up, trying to keep your body nice and tight right here. You can even hold a weight, a lightweight in your hands and extend it out to challenge yourself. Or if that's too much, you can hold for a few seconds, take it down, reset, hold for a few seconds more. Okay, so trying to challenge yourself to hold it as long as possible before you take it down. Take a deep breath, then reset it. And then our final exercise of our 12 moves is skater hops or speed skaters. We're going side to side here, so it's a lateral movement, driving one foot behind, reaching down toward that toe, and then taking it to the other side. Adding that hop in between, jumping, drive down, jump, drive down, jump, drive down. Getting that wide jump in the middle. If you need to take the jump out, it'll just be those step taps, but continuing to reach toward that opposite foot, keeping that body hinged forward, those abs tight, trying to work it at a fast pace. So remember on that timer, you're setting 32 seconds of work, 8 seconds of rest, 60 total rounds, okay? Going through the entire board one time, and then again and again and again. So from top to bottom, all 12 moves equals 1 round, doing it 5 total times. Hope you enjoy the workout. Have an awesome day.